Welcome to the Dice Tower Spring Spectacular, featuring top 10s, live plays, contests, and more.
Hello and welcome to the Dice Tower. I'm Wendy Yee.
I'm Joey Evans.
I'm Karla Drake.
Hey, Joey, you were supposed to go after Karla.
I didn't hear the order.
Okay, try it again. Hi, welcome to the Dice Tower. I'm Wendy Yee.
Me? I'm Karla Drake.
I'm Joey Evans.
Yay, we did
do it? Okay, go live right now. We got it.
We got this. Okay, onward.
Fine.
So we hope you all have been enjoying the Spring Spectacular, as is very thematic. We have top 10 nature games today.
Yes,
we're
naturally.
bringing to you.
I see what you did there. We're starting in on the puns.
They're never going to stop. It's all over. That's why Tom is not in this right now. He's like, no way. I'm done. Not those three. So we wanted to remind you that we do have Dice Tower East tickets that you can purchase right now.
Yes.
It should be in the description of the video, so check that out if you haven't gotten those. It is the beginning of July. I don't know the exact dates, but yeah, definitely check that out because there's some really good stuff there.
And you play a lot of games at East.
Oh, you play a lot of games. And you can hang out with us.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. I went to Gen Con several times before East, and I think I played more games 1 year at East than I did my entire 10 years. It's like, because you just game. It's great.
Yeah, because there are some vendors, but that's not the focal point.
Right, there's a lot of games.
Also, if you want to buy games, there's plenty of games to buy and stuff.
There's lots of great vendors.
Yeah, definitely good stuff.
Including a Dice Tower store.
Yes.
Hey.
Yeah, good stuff. So, I want to know, since nature's our topic, how expert are you both at nature?
I grew up camping.
You're tan.
Just kidding. I didn't grow up again. I don't know how this happened, by the way. But yeah, I don't go outside much. I actually bought a GoPro for a show. You probably get this, Karla. I brought it for one of my stage shows, right? I bought a GoPro that would focus on my cards so they can see it on the screen. And the guy's like, hey, you can take this kayaking, you can take it rock climbing, you could take it. And I'm like, does he not see me in front of him? And I'm like, the only time this is going to be outside is between here and the car. That's pretty much.
So what were you using it for?
Magic.
Oh, for magic, yeah, for special, right there on my cards and all that stuff.
They can see the up close stuff?
Yeah. And it was a very cheap, small camera, so that's why I got a GoPro. It wasn't because I'm rock climbing.
So you were always in nature. Okay, how about you, Karla?
No, I am not a nature girl.
No.
I'm not like Ric Flair, woo. See, I did it.
Ric Flair!
I did.
Hey, Brian's proud.
Good for you.
He's not even in here, and I made a wrestling joke.
So I like nature in a very so beautiful and relaxing. I like planting a plant.
They die when I plant them, but they're nice for a little bit.
See, I'm from Las Vegas, and so nothing would grow there. So now that I moved here, my very first thing I grew was a tomato plant. My HOA let me keep it just long enough for me to get a couple tomatoes off, and then they're like, it's got to go. So I can't grow much here.
No, outside is where bugs
They can tell you what you can and can't grow?
Oh, 100%. It's like shared space.
HOAs can tell you anything.
Oh, okay, so I live in Alabama, and they don't tell us what to do.
No, that's true.
Because it's Alabama.
Right? I mean, there's other downsides, but...
Okay, so we clearly are all big nature fans. I enjoy going out and kayaking occasionally, and I enjoy hiking. The problem is I have trouble convincing myself that I want to do that when I could just pull out a board game that takes significantly less work and a lot less showering.
The game does it.
It's one of those things that I think I do it when someone else mentions it, and then I have a great time, but if it's up to me, I won't ever initiate it.
Okay.
Like if people are like, hey, we're coming to visit Florida, let's go kayaking. I'm like, ugh, okay. And they're like, that was great, the pictures are great. And I don't really do it much more.
Okay.
So I do it sometimes.
I mean, we do a lot of camps every single summer.
You do a lot of camps and
but
stuff.
I try not to go outside at them. But the kids, they have a great time.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Do you like cabin camp then?
Yeah.
RV camp?
No. Brian's parents do this, but
Okay, we had an RV growing up, so we RV camp.
Rory camps as Tesla. I do like that idea. I could do that.
That's because the AC is always on. That's how I
See?
can do it.
That's my camping.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get started. Let's talk about our top 10 nature games.
Yep.
I think we're starting with me, right?
Yep.
I get a thumbs up over there. Okay, so my number 10 is a Tiwa.
I gotta play this.
Oh.
I love those poker chips. Makes me feel like I'm in Vegas.
I love all the talk about HOAs. A lot of people here have lived in HOAs, and they're all like, man,
goodness.
HOAs.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're the worst.
They're wonderful.
We just bought a condo, and our HOA is like half the price of our mortgage.
I love HOAs, just in case my HOA is watching.
Concept to me.
Okay, well, So I moved to Florida.
All right.
Las Vegas. So my number 10, like I said, is Tiwa. And have either one of you played a Tiwa?
I have not.
No.
So this is worker placement game, and the concept is that you have people that are living and they are growing crops.
Wait, hold on.
And
what's happening on that?
that's a bat.
Oh, I thought it was like a bear with
It
like.
does look like a bear.
With
No, it's
who's that painter? Bob Ross hair. That's what I thought. I thought there's a
Bob Ross bat.
I think like a lion moon.
Oh, is he a happy bat? Happy bats
He
live in
doesn't look
happy
happy.
trees,
He looks
and they
like an
come from
angry bear.
Tiwa. That's a good look. I mean, it's about bats. I like that.
So it's about bats, but it's about people training, or people being trained to accept bats instead of try to get rid of them, so that they can properly pollinate, and basically, like, their poop helps the plants grow. So you get more
makes sense.
points
That
if
should be on
you
the side of
trained
the
your people.
box.
Otherwise, the people eat the bats, and it's less
Guano.
eco-friendly. Yeah, guano. There you go.
Yeah, that's so. Speaking of bats, we were in my wife's from Sydney, and we were walking down the park down there, and I saw this like beautiful tree, right? And like had full like brush, all this stuff. And the next night I saw it with no leaves. I thought that's crazy. You know, all the leaves are gone. Then I realized the next day I saw it again. They were all bats. Hundreds of they call them flying foxes. These like monstrous. So didn't go outside a lot that following week in Sydney.
This is why we're keeping you out of nature.
It is.
But anyway, so in this game, I really like that cool concept of the bats working with the humans working with the bats, and in the end, it all produces more for everybody, and it helps the environment than if people try to get rid of the bats, or they eat the bats, or they
Those
don't
little
like the
bat
bats.
meeples look cute.
They're super cute.
Those little beeples.
Yeah.
I say it just because Tom gets upset.
So that's my number 10, Tiwa.
Ah, it's nice. I like that.
All right, I think Karla's
Haven't played
next.
Is it me?
Yep.
All right, my number 10 is harvest dice. And so you're a farmer and you're planting. I hope it was my number 10. Okay, it is.
Harvest dice.
Have you played this?
I have not. Have you?
It's a roll and write, but you're like drawing. Say you roll a tomato, you draw a tomato, and you're planting your crop of tomatoes and other green vegetable and cabbage. That's what it is.
Okay.
And there's one more, and I can't remember because I can't
Do you
see.
feel like you were planting and you were growing?
Carrots, that's what it is. Yes, you feel like you were growing a garden, and a successful garden usually, because you just roll the dice and you take your tomatoes and you draw your tomatoes.
Oh, that's fun. So I played a different roll and write game where you actually draw the pictures of the fruits and the vegetables. Did you do that in this one?
Yes, you do.
Does it matter?
I mean, it doesn't. You just know which is which. I guess you could just use like a red pen for your tomato and a green pen for your
I'm gonna
cabbage,
do
but
that.
like, why would you not draw a little carrot?
That's cute.
If you can't draw a carrot.
It's a triangle.
That's true.
That's super
Sorry.
cute.
Is this a new game or is this like?
No, it's been around for a few years, but
I like
it's
roll
simple
rights.
and quick. Probably a filler game for a lot of people.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I like this. All right, so my number 10 is this one I wasn't expecting to like when I went into it because I heard the name. I'm like, I'll try it. And it's a newer game, probably I think the newest on my list.
Is there an HOA in the game?
There is not. This guy is more about the evolution of the HOA. Yeah, I think you played this one.
Starts good.
Yes.
And then it just like crashes and burns. Okay,
yes.
what is this?
This is In the Footsteps of Darwin.
I didn't play this. You said that you were going to
haven't
teach
played
me,
this.
Did you
and then
play
you
it?
never
Oh
did.
no, we did not. Okay,
We've
yes.
had this conversation before.
We have so many times. So this is In the Footsteps. It's a lighter game. Going into it, I thought you'll see right there on the board. That's the rondelle that sits in the middle, and it's kind of a family weight game with a rondelle, which is pretty incredible. Right,
It's a panda and a moose.
Oh yeah, and the animals on it are fantastic. And that little ship is going to move around, and you're going to kind of set clash and kind of pull those people to your board. You're going to get different explorers, and it feels like there's a lot going on, but the weight is more of a family weight game.
Okay.
And it's a really fun game and quick game. I like this a lot more than I thought I was going to. I don't think we've actually officially reviewed on the channel, so spoiler. My rating will be high, but this is it's a really fun game. It's well designed. The artwork is great, and actually there were real pictures from Darwin. They found his camera when I was just trying to see how far I could take that, but
I
no.
was going to say, wait a second.
How many creatures in there are just gone from existence? Like, do you extinct things in
It makes
this?
me sad. Yeah, no, you don't. You just
there-
more discover the animals.
A dodo
okay.
bird. I feel like there should be a dodo
But you're not
bird.
comparing.
There
anything,
probably is a dodo bird.
There
in
should be. But
Yeah.
maybe it'll be in the expansion.
But that and a unicorn.
It would have been on his camera if he had one.
It would
Yeah.
have
He
been.
would have
I
had
haven't
a
seen
dodo
one. I looked
bird.
at the film.
He probably drew it.
Here's a Polaroid. But yeah, so that's it. Oh, I haven't played the other one, Darwin's Journey. I think that's on my list too. But yeah, so anyway, that is my number 10, In the Footsteps of Darwin. And it's actually really good for families and has a rondelle. What else can you say?
See, I thought this was Darwin's Journey, which is why I asked you to teach me.
So you don't
but then
wanna
I
learn it
realized
anymore?
it was the wrong
She
one.
doesn't want to play that
Is that
anymore?
why you didn't come
I
around?
did.
I sat there waiting to teach you in my prom dress, and I was just ready. I was
It
like,
was set up and
"Aw."
everything.
It was set up, and you just left.
No,
Yeah,
I left the
but-
corsage on the table and I went and got
Sad.
cookies
Sad.
somewhere else.
Okay, so that's In the Footsteps of Darwin.
All right, my number 9 is a flower game. It's floriferous. So I
Floriferous.
really floriferous.
Okay, I tried to guess it.
It's kind of hard to say.
Too.
Say it again.
Floriferous.
Floriferous.
Nope.
So I really like flowers.
It's hard to say.
And my whole life, well, not my whole life, just my whole life with
Wow.
Chris. He's always said he knows negative information about flowers. So I have forced him to learn about flowers. So he now understands that there's different
Oh,
shapes
you
of
don't mean like
seeds
negative,
and-
like he knew about the bad flowers that died
No,
or
he
poisoned
means like
people.
he knows
like
less
he knows
than
nothing.
basics.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He knows nothing.
Yeah.
So I've just always found flowers very interesting because they pollinate differently, they look differently, they have different shaped seeds. That's nothing to do with this game, but I just really like flowers. So that was something that I was like, I need a flower game on this nature list. And I love floriferous. It has kind of a King Domino-esque turn structure in the sense that you're moving column to column to column, but depending on which card you pick and decide to put in your tableau depends on the player order for the next turn.
Okay.
Okay.
So if you're higher up, you get to go first, but if you get a lower card, you also might get these little stones that are extra points and stuff. And so you're just trying to build these flowers in front of you. You're also trying to collect these little like endgame scoring cards. And so if you have the right flowers that happen to have the matching endgame scoring cards, you get points. It's very short and sweet and simple. It's a small box game, but it has flowers and they're so pretty.
That artwork looks great on it. It
does,
looks,
right?
It's very pretty.
It's like
You
a
should
nice
know positive
watercolor.
things about flowers now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks really nice.
Chris liked this game, so
Even
it
Chris
succeeded.
liked this game.
Even Chris liked it.
I'm
And
gonna
Chris
have to try it.
doesn't like
then.
any games? No, Chris likes games.
Chris likes games. He doesn't like flowers. So that's my number 9, floriferous.
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 Yes. That's so
Did I do
fun to
it?
say.
I think I did.
You got it.
All right,
All
my
right.
number 9 is easy to pronounce, and it is Bosque.
Boss?
Ah,
My number 9 is Bosque.
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 Yeah,
Bosque.
over there.
All right, it is Bosque.
Bosque.
So eventually we'll go to Bosque over there.
You're
Right.
tell
There we
Literally,
go.
there it is.
Game.
All right,
Ooh, I like
Bosque is a fun game where you're throwing seeds out. You're a tree, I believe, and you're planting trees, and the little leaves go on the board. They're little wooden, I can't say leaf maple or leeple, but then eventually you replace them with those pretty little trees.
Oh, those are
those are
nice.
cute.
And it's pretty fun. It's competitive. It's fast. It's fairly simple.
I really like in games where they have the little stand-up trees that like have one inside of another.
Yes,
Isn't that
there was
pretty?
one. I hate to, just in case it's not somebody else. I forgot the name of it. There was
Photosynthesis?
Yeah, I do love that style of. Love the look of that.
I think
and
it's
that
pretty.
Shadows in the Forest was an older one that I like. But anyway, that
So
looks really good.
When I was a kid,
It's pretty.
I lived in Las Vegas where we don't really have big trees, we don't have a lot of leaves. So I thought in movies when people would jump in piles of leaves, like I thought that was a pretend thing that was only in movies.
Really?
Until I lived in Maryland for a little bit, and I was like, oh
they
there's
get
leaves,
pretty
there's
leaves.
trees. So those are really pretty because it reminds me of that fall that I never experienced.
We have that
growing
in
up.
Kentucky. It's not that great because as a kid you have to rake them, and then your parents
Yeah.
burn them when people aren't looking.
Why do people rake them?
Where were you from? Alabama? What do you mean?
Kentucky.
No? Okay.
Did you burn them
Kentucky.
too in Alabama?
I mean, people do that don't have HOAs,
I
right?
do. That's true.
Do you rake the leaves just because the lawn dies, or?
Yeah, the lawn
Okay.
dies. I thought it would look
I mean,
nice.
it
but
looks
it's usually
nicer.
fine. It does look nicer.
I would assume it would mulch it and make it healthy.
They are pretty. Oh, Shadows in the Forest is good. Yeah, they are pretty, but until.
Okay, someone just asked where I'm from. I've realized I said that multiple times, haven't I, so far?
What's that?
I'm from Las Vegas. Did anybody get that? Let me
Yes.
say it again.
Vegas,
I'm from
baby.
Las Vegas. Viva.
Oh, no leaf pile leaping. That's hard to say too. Lots of hard things to say in here. All right, so yeah, that's really good. Let's see. My number 9 is what part of Kentucky? Somerset, Kentucky is actually where I'm from. So near Lake Cumberland. But this one is actually somewhere I've always wanted to go. I just love the cover of this one. I love the game. It's a newer game, but it's a shorter game. It is Cascadia, and I know. Have you played this one, Karla?
I have. It's
I
great.
have. Yeah, I do. I like just really again the artwork on this, and of course it's Beth Sobel, so it's fantastic. And as everybody knows, it's like a kind of a tile laying games type thing. It's it's beautiful as far as matching them up. And I don't usually gravitate to this style of game, but it plays quick, it's fun, the collection of everything, it just all works really well together. So I really, really like this one.
It is a fun one.
And it's not as tight as Calico.
No.
Which frustrates some people. Calico frustrates some people because it's so tight.
Whereas
this is just
game?
more open. All of the above.
Yeah.
So that was my question. Does Calico count as a nature game?
It has
I
a cat
think it
on the
does.
box.
There's a cat on the box, guys.
Yeah. Not a cat
It's not
in
a
the box.
Calico cat on the box,
Yes.
but it's cat.
Yeah, so there. All right. Yeah, so Cascadia, I know I don't talk about it much. I know most people out there have played it, but this one I do really love. And is my meeple guy yellow? Just noticed that. That's funny. I have no idea why. All right, but yeah, that's Cascadia. And again, look at the artwork. That's one of the reasons I've always wanted to go somewhere like Colorado or something to see that stuff. So, okay, my number 9 is Cascadia.
All right, so my number 8 is it's Batoku. Now this doesn't take place in like real nature. It's more of like a beautiful fantasy nature. But you're these forest spirits. So thematically, you're these forest spirits, and you're trying to become.
Okay, I think you are stretching here. Because I have played this.
You're forest spirits, and you're trying to become the great spirit. And so you have these little helpers that are your cards.
I think we are delving into fantasy.
And it's definitely forest fantasy.
Look how busy.
It's
There's
all
a
natural.
lot going on this game.
Okay.
It is a big game.
It is a big game, and that was the thing, is I felt like all these nature games were really, really light games, and I was like, no, I want a solid, big, heavy game.
So I'm going to choose not really a nature game.
Did you like? It's super nature, forest spirits.
I saw this at I think East. I think Dice Tower East. Yeah, and I tried to jump into it, but it's a longer game, right?
It's long. It's involved. What I really like about it is that it's one of those games where there's a ton to do and you can't do it all.
Right.
So you're just like, ooh, I'm going to build some stuff over here, and I'm going to make this little path over here, and I'm going to move these dice across this river, and I'm doing all this stuff. And at the end of the game, I didn't get to do everything, but I got to do a lot, and I probably did become the great spirit.
Really?
Of the forest, yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't actually know if I've won this or not.
I have not played this game.
But have you? So you said you've played it. Did you like it?
Yeah, I like it. And we've only played it at 2, but it's fun.
It's a Euro game, so it's one of those that like
Surprise.
you could say the theme is based
it a nature game, but you do you.
Read the rule book. It is highly thematic in the rule book.
I mean, it's set in nature, as is most things we play.
According to ChatGPT, which we have been spending a lot of time on recently, nature refers to the physical world and all living organisms, natural phenomena, and landscapes that exist in it. So, boom.
Yeah.
That counts. Even if it's pretend.
Yep.
It's a pretend physical world.
It's pretend nature.
So anyways, that's my number 8, Batoku.
Okay, well, my number 8 is Reef. It's a classic, and I can play it with my children, and they love it. You are making coral reef, because coral reef is actually nature in real life.
It is nature.
Yeah.
So are forests.
Right, so you draw a card, you place your coral, and you're building a reef, because you're saving the ocean, I think.
I like it. I love Reef.
It's fun.
It is a very good game.
This is sad. This is one that I have not played.
Your child would love it.
Really?
Oh, I will play it with you.
So it's family weight?
Ain't not, but
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know if Juju's quite there.
Okay, what are you saying, Wendy?
I haven't played it with my daughter, that's why.
Fine.
No, I mean, I bet they could figure it out.
Good
I think
save.
I would just crush my
Your
child
kid.
on this.
Our kids can do it.
My daughter's older than your kid. By a whole year.
But no, it does look really cute. I know people love it, and it just, the artwork.
That's one of the sad things about it, is that it's so cute that I think people thought this is a kid's game, and it's not a kid's game.
There's like a lot of, kids can play it, but there's a lot of strategy with it.
Right, I mean, you can play it with grown-ups too.
I think that it was just, sadly, the pieces looked too much like little Duplo box kind of things.
But it's fun because you're stacking them. I think you can only stack them like 4 high. And once you do that, you build and you're done.
Sounds good.
I like it. Reef is a good game. Good choice. I approve.
All right, so my number 8 is probably, this one was on and off my list. This is more like a guilty pleasure, because I'm like, I do love this game, but it's more one of those that I got because I thought it was halfway fun, at Gen Con, and then it ends up hitting the table a lot. Into the night, and people don't want to leave. They're like, hey, let's just grab it, do a couple more. And
what is it? Now I want to know.
Oh, it's right there. It's right there in our game room, so we can grab it quickly into the night. And it is Mountain Goats. And
I
like this one.
Called Mountain
love
Goats.
There is. My daughter loves this one. Did your daughter play this one?
Yes, I love it.
Mountain
Most of my
Goats.
friends,
I didn't think of
these
this.
guys come over and we will play a big heavy game, and at the end we'll just do Mountain Goats. And the whole thing is you're going up there, and as somebody gets atop, you start getting points, and then the goats behind them are going to come up and push you off. So you have to start at the beginning again, and then you start taking those points. And it's really fun. It is silly fun. I mean, it's a heavier game, like 4.8 or something. I'm just kidding. It's very light. It's just you roll and you keep moving up. And I don't know, it's a great small box into the night game that when people aren't quite ready to leave, you just say, you know what?
But you don't want to start a 4-hour game at this point.
Exactly. You know, you can't go heavy, heavy, heavy. This one's you just want to, you know what? You want to knock each other off the top of the mountain. And yes, you do.
Who doesn't want to do that?
It gives me feels of can't stop, but I get way less frustrated because there's not that push your luck element to it.
Yes, I agree with that.
Kind of like moving up and trying to get to the top and staying at the top, and
I agree with that.
That's a fun one. I don't even think I thought of that for my list, honestly.
No, it's a fun one. It was just when I looked around, I thought, you know what? I enjoy this game, and I just, it screams nature to me. You know what? That's almost like a Cascadia cover there, right?
How does a goat say nature?
Goats can't talk.
Yeah. Screaming. They can scream.
Oh, they can scream.
Nature goats can't talk.
Nature.
I mean, they can scream in like the Thor movie, but that wouldn't probably actually
mythical
happen.
goat spirits can. That don't take place
like
in the real
if they're
world.
in that game, they probably can talk.
That's it.
There's no goats in Batoku
Yet, but that's an expansion idea
There's
for
a goat
you.
ghost.
The goat expansion. This is what I want to see.
I'd play it then. Put a goat in Batoku and Reef, and I'm there.
There we go.
There's an idea, guys.
All right, my number 8 is Mountain Goats.
All right, my number 7 is Meadow. This was one of the first ones I thought of when I thought of Nature List. I was like, oh, this is one that's going to be on everybody's list. And it still had to make it on mine because I really liked it.
It's fun.
Is it on? No. Oh, I won't. I
mean,
don't know yet.
we haven't gotten there yet, have
Look at
we?
that cute little otter.
Aww,
It's very cute.
You ought to see that.
Yeah. You haven't played? Okay. So the way it works is that you have these little tiles that you're putting out on the board, and the tiles will say like 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's how many cards in from it that you're going to pick up and place in your tableau.
Okay.
So you can put them on the sides, you can put them on the bottom, on the edges and stuff. So I'm going to say I want this 3rd card in, and I want this 2 card from the bottom, and I want this 1 card from this side, kind of thing. And so you're building up this cute little tableau, but it's super thematic in the sense of you start with these little bottom landscape tiles. They might have some sort of bug on them, and then that bug, dies and becomes a tree, and then you put a bird on top of the tree because the bird lives in the tree, or you could put the bird on the bug because the bird eats the bug,
Right.
And so you're just building up these little landscapes and stuff, and it's all about just kind of being in nature.
Huh.
And so there's cute little trails you can go on and stuff.
Now, is this Meadow? It says Meadow Downstream. Is this the expansion?
I haven't played the expansion.
That might be the box for the expansion.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the box cover of the expansion. But yeah, I like the base game. I think it's super fun. It's a fun puzzle to try to get the cards that you want and lay them out the way you want them.
It's a good one.
And it's got a bit of fun interaction because people steal the cards you want.
Right.
And then you're angry.
I hear a lot of people
nature.
talk about this, and I really want to give it a try.
Yeah, I think you should.
It's super fun. All right, my number 7 is also a nature game. It is also tree-based, and it is not Bosque or Arboretum. I saw that in the chat there. It is photosynthesis.
Oh,
you got it! Ding, 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 ding. First try.
Ooh, you have multiple tree standee games.
Well, I mean, I went like legit into nature here.
Yeah, yours.
There's not a tree spirit; it's a tree.
Look
But anyway,
at that board.
well, isn't it beautiful? And I love how each person has a different set of trees that they're using.
Yeah.
And I really think the orange ones are probably the best looking
Blue
ones.
one. Look at the
I
blue.
was like, are there really blue trees?
Right, it was
like
great.
blue for
So the
pines or
sun is
something.
rotating, and you can only do certain things when the sun is on you, and whenever you're in the shadow of the sun, other things happen. So you have to be very strategic about when you're planting, and it's great.
Yeah.
I was so angry when I played this game. Made me so angry.
You hate plants?
I play this one a lot.
I hate plant. That's why I was angry, because of
and
the
trees. Sun? You hate the sun and the plants?
You hate nature.
Actually do
you
hate
hate
the sun,
actual nature.
but-
That's what I'm hearing.
That was the victory point tile. The way the victory points jumped all weird and stuff, I didn't like that. And I got super annoying whenever Chris would plant a tree next to my seedling. I was like, no, that was supposed to grow, and you made it die.
That was my garden.
There is a bit of take that. Yeah, and that was one thing you don't think when you see the board set up. You're like, oh, this would be so nice. And you're like, they all just, you're so aggressive.
I mean, it's not really
as Darwin
intentionally
knows.
take that. It's this tree has just got to grow there right now. Sorry, guys. It's my turn, and there's an open space.
So we have
It's a fun game.
we have these air plants here in Florida where they just float. They just sit on trees. They look like little they look like little sea creatures that are like fuzzy. They have sticky outy looking legs, kind of thing, and they just grow on the sides of trees, and they're so weird. And it makes me think of that, of like being in the rainforest and trying to compete for that sunlight. They just kind of do what they want.
Sea creatures growing on the side of trees.
They look like sea creatures.
Okay.
They do. They're very weird.
They almost look like they have little tentacles. The little
Okay, because
strings.
I didn't know if we were going into like the fantasy again.
No, this is real. Planet Earth. We're planet
On this planet, it's not like we're in terraforming Mars and planting like sea creatures on trees.
But they grow better there for some reason instead of like in the ground fighting for stuff.
Well, my number 7 is real naturey, and it is So Clover. I'm just kidding. I really wanted to put that on the list, but I got vetoed, so it would be great.
Yeah.
But
Batoku
my number
or
7,
So Clover?
It is a roll and write, which I love roll and writes, and this is by the same company that made Fleet the Dice game.
Okay.
So it is 3 sisters. And this,
I've never played this.
You've not played this one?
No.
It's fantastic. Have you played it?
I have not.
We played it again over the weekend. We had my cousins in, and we ended up playing this again. It is such a fun game. The whole thing is you're playing 3 sisters, which are the 3 sisters are the 3 different types of plants. And I can't remember exactly which type they are.
Is pumpkins one of them?
Pumpkins is one of them.
I think it's pumpkin. I can tell.
Pumpkins, and then the 3 kind of all grow together. But you can see there, you can plant or you can water in different areas.
Right.
So you mark up the X's as that different plant grows. And
Okay.
if it grows all the way to the top, you're going to get the full victory points. But the best part about this is, I think, the best part of any roll and write, and that is the cascading mechanic. So once you get to a certain point, you're going to mark off this one, mark off this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and you keep moving, which for me is why I like Hadrian's Wall, Fleet the Dice game, and all that. And that's why this one is so much fun.
I love a roll and write.
I do too. And it's like, and then I love when you get at the beginning, you're flying through there, then towards the end, you're like, hold on, I have more, hold on, and then you just see that just cascading happen, and this really has, and this again surprised me, because as much as the nature games were harder to pick, they aren't games I gravitate to, but if someone wants you to play them, like this one, it's so fun, and
That's
all of
awesome.
that starting to go forward, and again, it's rolling right, it's cascading, it's got everything that I love in the game. So this is 3 Sisters. Great roll and write. If you haven't played it, check it out.
I'm going to try it.
It's really good. Number 6.
Number 6.
Number 6. What is it?
1,
What is
2,
it?
3, 4,
Let me
5,
guess.
6. Okay, guess.
Is it fantasy?
Brain
You go
powers.
first.
Okay, I'm thinking.
Are there spirits
You're
involved?
the magician.
Yes,
You should know this.
spirits. Is it D&D?
There are no spirits involved in this one. No, this one is another bigger game though. It's
Pumpkin
another
corn
heavier
bean.
game.
Sorry.
So I was debating
Thank you.
whether terraforming Mars counted as a nature game because you're creating nature.
No.
But I
That would
didn't
be
pick
In a fantasy world, because
But
I'm not there
instead-
yet.
That would be a stretch.
But instead, I went to Ark Nova because that's more.
Okay,
that's
well,
more.
it's got animals.
Yeah.
It's got animals.
And an arc.
Ark Nova is one of those that grew on me. I originally played it and I thought, wow, that deck is way too big and
Right.
it's just super swingy and I can't find all the primates that I want. I need primates and they're just not coming up. But the more I've played it, the more I just really I love the card flipping mechanism of increasing and the engine building and the building the zoo. And yeah, I just really like it. And honestly, to me, zoo game, I may or may not have a lot more zoo games on my list from this point on, but I just think that zoos are
They're
such
nature.
a way, like, well, they're nature preserves, right?
I'll allow it.
But then also, they're one of the main ways I would consume nature. I don't want to go hang out with a crocodile down the street
No, I
or
don't
an
wanna go
alligator,
camping.
but I will 100% go down the otter slide, which is right next to the crocodile at the Miami Zoo. And like, I just think it's so cool. There's actually a tube that you can crawl through that has a crocodile in there. And so he'll like chomp at the kids and he'll like try to attack them.
A real one?
But it's like a tube. Yeah, it's like a clear tube you go in. And so like you're through his water and
Like
he like
the
sits
real-
on it
So
or
the
goes
whole
under.
concept of this ride is taunting the crocodile.
Yeah, it's not a ride. It's just a tube.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just a tube you can crawl through and you see the crocodile and he tries to eat you.
I have a lot of questions.
So cool.
And this is for kids?
This is for kids at the Miami Zoo.
This is great.
But I just
taunts the
I love zoos.
I do
love
like
zoos.
that.
I think
I
they're
love
fun.
zoos.
Yeah. And this game,
I agree.
this game's fabulous. It's a really good game.
So.
All right, my number 6 also involves animals at a zoo.
Oh, see, I pass.
Woo!
Forest spirits win.
Lucky.
Forest spirits, no. But zoos, yes. And this zoo, you are making a zoo for bears and Barron Park. My number 6 is Barron Park.
I have not played this.
I like
love
Barron
it. I love.
Phil Walker Harding's very, very close to my heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like creating games with tile placement and making enclosed. Well, I don't really want to trap the bears. That's kind of not nice. But
You're
you get to
preserving
look at
them.
them. I'm preserving them. Let's
Preserve
put it
the
that way.
bears.
I'm like the Audubon Nature Institute, but I'm taking care of my bears in Barron Park. Have you
I
played
like
it?
it. Oh yeah, I played
This is
Barron Park a
Polyomino,
ton.
You
right?
haven't played it? Yes.
No, I haven't played it. I want to play it.
Oh, you should play it.
No, I
I'll play it
really
with you.
want to play this. And it's lighter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
it's
is
pretty easy.
It's one that's been on my list for a while because I love Polyomino.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's like similar to Tenpenny Parks or something. I heard it compared to that. You played Tenpenny Parks?
A little bit. I mean,
Is it
it's got
theme
the
park?
polyomino, you're putting
Okay.
stuff out, theme park kind of thing, but the theme is bear parks.
Okay,
Yeah.
I like that.
I think I remember, so we, once upon a time, Chris is my old podcast, we actually had Phil Walker Harding on, and I feel like he had mentioned in Bear Park that it was not originally, that was not the theme. It's just that they wanted something different than just regular zoo stuff. So they
makes
made it
sense.
more unique.
Huh.
Yeah.
All right,
It's a good game.
good. All right, I gotta try that one. All right, my number 6 is one I actually played on, I think it was Last Spectacular here, and it was, I believe it was by Pandasaurus. And when I heard it's by Pandasaurus, I thought, which, oddly enough, Dinosaur World, I think that's Pandasaurus as well, did not make my list. I really wanted to put it on here.
I was debating
I
dinosaur
was
games.
really like, man, that should be on here, because they're animals, or they were. But,
They were.
so...
They were
But we're
animals.
usually messing with the DNA and stuff.
Right,
And I was
you
like,
know,
eh.
so I'm with you. I saw it in the comments a couple times. You know what? That would be on my list, trust me, but it didn't make it. But I brought Pandasaurus back, and this is the Wolves.
I've not played this.
Oh, I have played this.
This is a fun. First of all, look at that cover. That cover
It's really cool.
is really good. And that
Yeah.
cover is what I was like, oh, I hope this game is good.
That's the interesting thing about Pandasaurus to me is I really like their artwork.
Yeah.
It looks a little more cartoony, but it's also really cool.
It's so. I mean, look at this right here. Yeah, keep it up for a second, Roy. That right there. That's the way everything happens, and you really get that pack mentality of being able to howl, and you've got an alpha wolf moving different areas, and you're putting up, and there's a lot going on, and it's short. This is a really fun game, and you start to be able to pull other wolves into your pack, and it's a lot of fun. I
So
enjoy
is your
this
goal to
game.
be like the alpha who gets the largest pack?
You just want
Yes.
to control the
Okay.
most areas and stuff, and have the largest pack.
And you start to move,
I would
and
like
you go in
this.
different areas and different landscapes and things. I really, really enjoyed this game.
I liked the way you did the action selection with the tiles at the top.
Yes.
That was just, it just felt unique.
Right.
You're trying to get multiples of the same colors, you're flipping stuff over. So every tile is two-sided, but they're not all
Okay.
the same.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah. So I really like this one. Again, artwork on the cover, I think it looks great on the shelf too. But this was a surprise for me, but this is The Wolves by Pandasaurus was my number 6.
Oh!
That's good. It's good. I like that. Poker.
Well, Karla, you may appreciate my number 5 because it is Barron Park.
Yeah!
Tell
Look
me
at
about
us!
this game.
Right? There are goby bears,
Wait,
panda
what?
bears,
Look at you going
koala
all
bears.
deep in on the
Did you say
names.
gummy bears?
goby bears.
Oh, I was like, gummy bears?
Gummy bears
And I'm
for the
back in.
win.
I know nothing about goby bears except that they're in this game and they're the yellow terrain type. And I think they're endangered. Or
Gummy
to be
bears?
I don't know.
Gummy bears
Let's
are
ask
definitely in
ChatGPT.
danger to my house.
Gummy bears are not all natural,
They
even
don't
if the
last
flavoring
long.
is natural.
Albany's gummy bears.
Those are the best.
All right, they're so good.
Best. I know.
I have not had this.
And then I left them in the car, and they all melted together. My wife's like, "Just throw them away." I'm like, "Why? This is one big gummy bear
Just
now."
chew on it.
This is that was
My teeth hurt
disgusting.
thinking about this.
Oh my goodness, I love gummy bears. Absolutely
I do
delicious.
too.
But this
Okay.
is not about gummy
No.
bears.
Okay.
This is about real bears.
Focus.
Except
Oh, look,
koala
there's the
bears,
answer
which
about
are
the
not
gummy
bears.
bear.
Oh,
What is it?
The bottom one, and
Oh, the gobi bear,
The gobi
known in
bears.
Mongolian as the. Well, I can barely read. The Malazali. Can you read that one?
I can't see it that well,
Mongolian.
but
Is a
Oh, the
species
word
of the
below it.
brown bear and is found in the Gobi Desert of Mongolia. That's cool.
I bet
very
what gummy bears are found too, because I will hunt for them.
Oh, I should ask ChatGPT what they. What happens if
they're
there is a gummy bear and a gummy bear?
ChatGPT. That's just a fad. It'll disappear.
Just yeah, that's right. It'll be gone. So, anyways, back to Barren Park.
Yep,
Because
yep.
this game is awesome. You have these polyominoes, and you have you're progressively gaining more and more of them. So as you cover up pictures on your little board and tiles, it tells you what types of polyominoes you can get. The
Okay.
bigger the polyominoes that you get, the better stuff that you get, the more points that are on them. But also, you're trying to race for objectives, and you're trying to race for filling in all the space on your park. So you're racing for all these different things, and you can't do it all, as you're just trying to be even more, I don't know, awesome than everybody else, and just really, really make it tight and fit. I like it. It's super quick and easy. It's fast. It's fun, but it's a cool puzzle.
sadly critically endangered, I'm told.
Oh, yeah. I felt like it was something like that. Like there was a big problem with the Gobi bears.
And thank you for the super chat.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, and the crossovers, I agree. I thought there'd be a lot more crossovers on this, and I'm hearing a lot of games that I have not played, which is
It's a good
great.
thing, right?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So
That's true. This was our first crossover, wasn't it?
I love
I think
that.
so. That's the first one.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that
I'm
we
sure
know
there's
about.
more to come. What game did you put next on your list that may or may
Alright.
not be on mine or
Okay.
Joey's?
Is it a crossover?
I know it's not on yours, but number 5 for me is the nature game to beat all nature games. It is Wingspan.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah, I don't like this game.
Like
Not a
thematically, nailed
fan.
it.
But I'm glad you
Absolutely
do.
nails it.
Wait, you're not a fan of Wingspan?
I didn't know that was a polarizing thing to say. I assumed everybody loved
Goodness.
Wingspan.
Wendy
No,
hates the
it's-
sun, plants, and birds.
But she got her tomatoes.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, one time I did walk into Ross and a bird pooped on my head, like all the way from the really, really high.
See, so
Is it
that
Ross?
was,
How
you
did a
just
bird
were
get
in
on
a
Ross?
As I
position not
walked
to like
into
it.
Ross, it was perfect timing. Had to time it. Had to like drop it before I was even there.
Right, and I even like this game on the app. I mean, everybody knows Wingspan, and we don't even have to describe Wingspan, do we? I mean,
Now, what do you like about Wingspan?
what's there not to like, Wendy?
It's so good.
The dice. I like
I
the
heard
eggs.
the app is really good, isn't
The
it?
app is good and it's quick and it's a fast play, but some people don't necessarily like the dice rolling in it. But I enjoy having to have different strategies based on which dice are available, and I love laying the little colorful eggs on my birds that I
Okay,
have.
every time
look
that I go to a
nice.
con, especially back when Dice Tower West was MeepleCon and whatever, because it's in the spring, it's around Easter time, you can get those little mini eggs, the little like Cadbury mini eggs.
Mm-hmm.
I would always bring those to the cons and like eat them so it'll look like I was eating
Yeah.
Wingspan pieces.
Like a magician would.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go. I'm secretly a magician in another life.
like we're going 3 for 3 today.
This is
Hey,
All right, this is a good one. And this is a not a crossover, but this one is about nature, but it's more about nature before nature's there. It's about creating nature. It's how you want to make nature.
are you a forest spirit?
Oh no, this is. Am I right? Is this?
No, I'm patiently waiting.
You're really trying to see how we
Roy
wrap
is
this
just
into
sitting
nature,
there
aren't
You're on the thing
smiling.
you?
right
Roy is just really wondering. It's like, how's he going to make this nature? But it is making nature, and don't argue with me. This is terraforming Mars.
I will not allow this.
It is.
This is a
Let
no.
me tell you about this.
This is my favorite game, and I
So-
don't allow it.
Before Wingspan,
Wow.
before Barren Park, before all of these, we had to be terraformed.
On Mars?
So this,
Who terraformed our Earth?
this is,
We don't live on Mars. We live on Earth.
this is the prelude to everything they have said. This is creating, terraforming your area here.
You know
On
what
Mars,
this needs?
which
This
hasn't
needs-
happened yet.
This needs a follow-up game that's like Ark to Mars, where we bring animals and
This
put
is-
them on our terraformed
I
planet.
think this deserves a Joey is wrong because this is not a nature game. Terraforming Mars is my favorite game.
You need like a little
Side
bubble.
Okay, this is the one.
Joey's wrong.
Joey is wrong.
As I
Wendy is
walk-
also wrong over here with the Matoku.
As I walked in,
Carla's definitive.
Tom had vetoed so many things in there, and as I'm walking in, right before, he's like, let me see your list. And he goes, so he found out right before this was on my list. But he did. Oh, yeah. And Mike, too, who put it together. And he's like, oh, man. He just shook his head. But thank you, Mike, for leaving it in.
But not only did you stretch for theme, you put it way up there.
Hey, I dropped it from number 1, where it should be, because...
Like, if you're making your number 1 games list, maybe.
Nature owes its life to this game.
No, we don't live on Mars.
Not yet.
Mars
Karla.
is... Oh, my goodness.
All right, so my number 5 is the most nature-y of all games. It is Terraforming Mars. We say it like
Which
that.
Which doesn't count, though. Joey's wrong.
Okay.
So someone in the chat earlier, very jokingly, put my next game on their, or they typed it in as a, ha ha ha, wouldn't that be funny?
So Clover.
So my number 4 is Draftosaurus.
Oh, okay, you cannot say anything.
I did go with dinosaurs.
Oh, this is...
That's why I wasn't too hard on you with Mars.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay,
Look at
Miss
that.
Spirit Animals. Yeah, of course you put dinosaurs. Spirit trees.
Hey, I live in a different reality, okay? I read a lot of sci-fi fantasy.
Which, I mean,
It's become
dinosaurs
real to
existed,
me.
so I'll allow it. But
Because Wendy's from
Dinosaur
Vegas.
Park?
And dinosaur
Yeah,
parks,
exists.
yes, thank you, Roy. Roy brought... I've seen Roy's list, so I don't know why he's coming in.
Dinosaurs are all natural, man.
No one's on
They
my
are
side.
the OG nature of our planet. They are real, and it was a zoo game. I love Draftosaurus, though. This is just such a fun game. It's like 15 minutes. You can play with a ton of people. You're drafting these cute dinosaurs. You're putting them in nature. Preserves in your board. They've got like the wooded side and the desert side.
I mean, it's a great game. Everybody
and their
loves
families, and they you get extra points when you put like dinosaurs
But it's
together.
like I
and they
saw a
love each
picture of a
other.
dinosaur, and I'm going to count it.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. That's what I did. I was like, this is a great dinosaur game. But yeah,
What did
I
you
love
call it? A great what? Dinosaur game,
Dinosaur
not nature
game.
game. You
It's a
sure
great
went with that.
I just
dinosaur nature
realized
game.
that guy's holding a selfie stick. I thought he was holding Thor's hammer, and I thought this is going to get
You know
really
what he's taking a
interesting.
picture of? Nature.
Is it?
You know what the dinosaurs live in? Nature.
Do they live anywhere though?
Do they
Wendy?
live in parks and nature right now?
Do you know where they're going to live
yeah.
eventually?
Mars?
Yes, because it's being terraformed.
Then no one will live there. Because we've all seen every Jurassic Park ever. And
Most
it's
of
a
us
terrible
haven't seen it
idea.
all.
Terrible idea. But it's a great game.
Yeah, I want to play this one. I really do.
That's my number
Oh,
4.
you haven't played this.
Have you played this too?
Everybody's played this.
Everybody's played this.
I'm getting shamed. Nature shamed.
You need to go get it like today.
This is bad.
It's 15 minutes.
You're not getting
Literally, we
nature
can bust it
shamed.
out.
You're getting dinosaur shamed. Dinosaur park shamed.
Nature shamed.
All right, my number 4, because I am sticking to the integrity of the theme,
Yeah, sure.
is parks.
Okay,
yep.
yes.
I mean,
This one I knew was going to be on somebody's list.
well, I mean, 1, it's a good game. 2, it's hello nature.
Generic.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
It is very specifically about the national parks, and it uses the art, and there's posters and stuff you can buy in the national parks that match these. Like, Brian's
Yeah, no, that's
parents
pretty cool.
have images like this on their walls in their house because, again, they like the
Those are
RV
good.
life and stuff.
Yeah, that's a really pretty game. That's
It is.
and
it's a
Trails. I think
beautiful
is a 2-player one, right? Yeah, there's like a nighttime one.
You've played parks.
Yeah.
I don't know if I played parts. So there were a few of these kind of nature trail games that came out at the same time, and I played 2 out of the 3, and I don't know what the names of them were. If that's helpful.
Yeah,
it was
that's-
like trails and parks and something else and trekking and
Parks is very
stuff.
popular in our
Trekking,
game
yeah.
group.
Yeah, that's so. This one actually would have been on mine, but it got vetoed. This is one that got vetoed by Tom. Mine was actually Space Park.
Wait, he vetoed parks,
it
but
was
let you
Space
keep
Park,
terraforming
but it was the
Mars?
same kind of thing.
Okay,
So-
wait, Space Park and not parks.
but no, it's just similar. So yeah, parks I do like that. My number 4, I guess it's a bit of a stretch. I think this one's been out for a while, but I just got into this by playing the newer version, which is the same game but kind of a quick start. This is one game I avoided for a while because it tends to be a heavier game,
Okay.
and it is. I think it's Camilla's top. What is her top 3 games?
I
It
knew
is.
this was going to be on her list.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is.
Can I
Spirit
guess? Oh, I was going to say.
Yeah, what is it?
I was going to guess Spirit Island.
Spirit Island.
You mentioned Camilla. I'm just
It
like, oh,
is.
Spirit Island.
I have not
is-
played it.
You have not played it?
I played it once with her.
Okay. Yeah, this is actually
So the
played
chat will have to tell you if
her
it
as well.
matches the integrity of the.
Oh, it
Yeah.
super
Theme.
does.
Well, this
Okay.
is nature, right? Look at little mushrooms.
They're nature spirits.
Look at little nature spirits. So this is.
We're back to the spirit world again. I
we
see.
are. All right. Oh, so yeah, so this is Spirit Island, where you are kind of moving your spirits around. You also have the
Different landscapes.
Different landscapes. There's a lot going on. I have not played with all the spirits on this. I've just played kind of the base, and I think it's Horizons, the one from Target, right? It's a really fun game. It's heavier, I believe, in rules, but I think it's workable. It makes sense and it flows. And this is one that I enjoyed a lot, again, more than I thought I would, because it is a fun game. I'm excited to play the different expansions with this.
This was one of those holy grail kind of games for me that was like, ooh, if you like CO2, you should play Spirit Island. Ooh, if you like heavy cooperative, you should play Spirit Island.
Yeah.
So I felt like it was one of those that was on my list of like, I have to play this, I have to play this, I have to play this. Finally played it, and I was like, oh, it's good. But it wasn't like, ooh, like I thought it was going to be.
Right.
But I think it's still a super solid game, and obviously I only played it once, so there's not much. Like I didn't get super deep into it.
Does it take that?
No, it's cooperatives.
No,
You're all
okay,
working
okay.
together. You all have your own little faction.
Okay.
And your cards and your stuff works its own way, and then you all make kind of decisions at the same time, so you have to be a little bit independent in it. And so I think it helps to have played it multiple times.
And this might be, like you mentioned, this might be one of those things that, Horizon is available at different places now too. But it's one of those things that I think when games get built up a certain level, you're like, as a gamer, you're like, I have to play this game eventually. And it'll never match that level.
Yeah.
You know, so you have to go into expecting that it is a game, but I enjoyed it. You know?
I liked it, yeah.
So,
I liked it, and it's something I would definitely play again. I just haven't. You know.
right.
But that happens. There's so many games I'd love to play again.
So,
I would try it.
Yeah, so anyway, that's my number 4, Spirit Island.
My next number 3.
Number 3. How many number 3s do you have?
Well, I have 3 of them, to be precise.
Do you?
Actually, there's 4 quadrants in my number 3. Does that count?
Okay, let me think it through.
Okay, there's 4 quadrants. This I would describe as a crock and roll and write.
Is that a one word?
Crocodile?
Like
Crocodile? Like
Crock and roll and
crocodile?
write.
Crock and roll and write?
It's like a roll and write game, but there's a crock and roll dexterity style element.
Is it Sonora?
It's Sonora. Have you
Oh, I love Sonora!
I have not.
Sonora.
My Sonora.
Would I allow this?
Is that so? Yes. Have you played it?
I have not.
It's got a cactus.
Okay, yes,
You know what?
cactus, but
I
is it
really
on
like
Earth?
about this. I don't do a lot of dexterity games.
Oh, I like this game.
Mostly-
I forgot this game.
I haven't
Mostly
seen
I'm
this
terrible.
game.
Okay, so it's a dexterity game, like crock and roll. There's a little hole in the middle, and you're flicking these discs. You have like 1 through 5 numbered discs, and where the discs land, like which landscape type or nature type it lands in, you then go to your little roll and write board and you play a little mini game on there, and they're all different. You've got like this cool lizard desert thing where
Yeah.
you're trying to complete sets of stuff, and then you've got the little fox over here where you're doing polyomino stuff, and you've got the little rabbit and the owl, and so it's like cute nature-y, but you're flicking these discs. But because I'm terrible at dexterity games, Chris always beats me, like hands down. I don't think
I'm
I've
really bad
ever
at
beat
them.
him in Crokinole once in our lifetime. I can still beat him in this game because the roll and write part I'm really good at.
Right.
And so he's really good at like flicking the discs and all of that, but I'm like, you still always
You
get
still have to
something.
combo something,
And so,
okay.
and when you talk about cascading stuff, like this game is one of those that you're just like, ooh, cool. I unlocked all this stuff, which let me unlock this stuff, which let me cross this thing, and so you start jumping landscapes, and you're like, I've got all these things.
Yeah.
It's way fun.
This is probably one of the only, flicker right, I guess is what they call it. But this is one of the rare games.
I like crock and roll and write.
I like crock and roll and write. That's like all one word. Crock and roll and write. But reverse. So this is one of those that I played and I wasn't crazy about it at first because I'm like, there's a lot going on. So I got rid of it and then it kind of marinated. I'm like, man, that was a good game. And I bought it again because
Really?
I did because I'm like, man, this was because it mixes two things that you wouldn't normally put together. So
Yeah.
it does work. I do like this. This is a lot of fun.
I think my biggest thing is I wish the box was smaller.
Yeah, I can see that. It's smaller than Crokinole, though.
It's got a big
definitely
box
smaller
for
than
a roller,
Crokinole.
right?
What's that? It's a pretty big box.
Yeah. So I just wish the box was smaller, but I get why it is the way it
Because
is.
there's so many different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think we put it in a non-Sonora box. We put it in a thinner box because it doesn't need to be so thick.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All
That is
right.
my what? Number 3.
Number 3.
Sonora.
Sonora.
All right, sticking with the integrity of the theme.
Is it a crossover?
It is not a crossover. But there's something coming that is.
I feel like you're a paralegal right now. She's like, this theme is my.
Oh, no, I'd just be a straight lawyer.
It's integrity.
Your Honor.
Excuse me. Number 3 would be for me. It is, and you're going on a safari and you're taking pictures of actual animals. You're not on Mars. You're on Earth. You are looking at animals and taking their pictures in wild Serengeti.
Oh, I haven't played this one.
I love this game.
I have not
saw
either, but
pictures
it's
of
a
it,
beautiful cover.
And I was
Yeah.
like, we have to have that. So Brian and I have played this a lot. It was in our top
Look at those
last
meeples.
year, I think. It was last year. It was in our top games. But like, look at the adorable animal meeple. If you don't like this game for anything else, you have like actual lion meeple.
Are those screen printed? They
They're.
look like they got like little shadow lines.
I mean,
and
they're
stuff on 'em.
painted and are they're fancy. I don't
Yeah,
know.
they're
They're fancy.
nice.
They got stickers or
Like you
screen
artist
printing or
people
something.
probably know a little more than me about that, but so you have to line your animals up in a certain way and get your shot, and then
Take your
win
shot.
the game.
Take your shot.
Shoot your
I
shot.
like
Neither one
it.
of you have played this, huh?
No, but I feel like that cheetah's gonna come out and eat me.
See,
Like
we
those
did
eyes.
ask what kind of animal this is because I wasn't real sure. Is it a jaguar? Is it a cheetah? Is it the small
Is it a
one with
leopard?
the long?
What is it?
I don't know. They've told me before, and they'll probably tell me again in this chat.
Did you
but
ever watch Planet Earth?
I've actually been there.
to
The
Earth?
way he pronounces
Yes.
jaguar, which is
Jaguar. Oh yeah.
You watch like a jaguar, whatever, like eat a crocodile and win. It's amazing.
Really? I saw both.
Spoilers.
No. What do you guys have here in Miami? Those big snakes.
Pythons?
Yeah. I saw
The ones that eat people.
Yeah, I saw the python and the
Anacondas.
alligator fight for a while, and
It's a
they
movie.
both won. They both went different ways.
That sounds like Wild Serengeti to me.
Yeah.
They're telling me it's not a cheetah. What's the long word for the little one that looks like a cheetah and a jaguar?
A baby cheetah jaguar.
Yeah, that one.
Panther.
That's the one.
All hyphenated.
One word.
One word.
Leopard.
Crocodile, right?
Jaguar, right.
So, all right, number 1 cryptid. Okay, my number 3 is this is a crossover with
Crossover number 2.
you.
Not me.
With me.
Yes, and it is a zoo game. That was really too
Was
much
it
on the
Ark
nose,
Nova?
wasn't it? It was. That's your only zoo game, wasn't it?
Giraffosaurus.
At Barron Park.
I had Barron
Oh,
Park.
you did Barron Park, yeah.
Yeah, no, I did a lot of zoo games in a row.
Yeah, this is Ark Nova. This one, there's a guy here at the Dice Tower, wears a hat all the time, loves this game a lot. But I like this game. I will probably only play this game at 2. I will play it more if I have to, but I really like it at 2.
It's really long.
It's really
Yeah.
long,
Yeah.
and the cards, I love shuffling cards. Am I right? It's fun.
I probably would hate to play
How
a
do
game
you
with you and
shuffle that
Ryan
giant
shuffling
deck?
these cards.
This is
'cause
400 cards.
Obviously.
This is so many cards. The best thing is just to drop them and put them back together. Because
like that
there
idea.
are so many cards in this.
they're like this.
Do you stack different stacks, shuffle each
You
one of
have
those
to.
stacks, and then
You can't, like, do an
multiple?
effective
Yeah,
job of shuffling
especially when
the
they're
whole
sleeved.
stack.
Mine are sleeved, so shuffling them aside. It's
that
just
took some effort.
it took a
I didn't
mortgage
do
out
that.
to get the sleeves for this card, but from the HOA. But this is Ark Nova, and it's fun to put stuff together, and it's got a lot going for it. Like little coffee break mechanic, things like that. But again, first time playing it, I was underwhelmed because I think it went too long because you've got to teach, you've got 4 players. But then once you start rolling, you play with people that know the game, a smaller player count. This one really sings. So this is actually growing on me a bit more than the more I play it.
Right.
That's so interesting because I feel like it was so buzzy and everybody loved it. So it's interesting that for you and me both, it had to like grow on us
And
a
it
little
may
bit.
honestly be one of those things like you talked about before that the hype train was everywhere on this.
Yeah.
He was like, "You don't love Ark Nova? Do you even like games?"
It was like Tom's
I'm
number
like,
one.
"Oh my goodness,
Like, we
oh my
have
goodness!"
to
And I
love
sat
this.
down, and you feel this panic. You're like, "I have to love
Right.
this game."
Do I not like the game that
or
everyone
I'm not in the
likes?
club.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So I'm like, and then afterwards, I'm like, I don't know how much I love this game.
I guess you were kicked out of the club for a while.
I was.
But you're back
Sorry.
in the club.
I'm back in the
but we
club.
let you back in. You're here.
Because
I'm still out of the
like
club because I don't like Wingspan.
I don't understand you.
Me to the curb.
So anyway, yeah, that's Ark Nova. I know most people have played it. If you've been wanting to play, you probably already played it. But I do like it. I like it to smaller player counts, and I think it does scream nature because, again, like Wendy, this is where I like to see my nature. In a zoo. With no box.
Contained.
I agree.
Now, my number 2, I thought would be a crossover already, so we'll see.
It might be.
Still might be a crossover.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Who knows? But my number 2 is Earth. So this just came out. Have you played Earth yet?
I have not played Earth, but I'm pretty sure it would be on my
played
list.
Earth with you.
Yes, I know.
So
hoping you noticed that.
I was like, have you played it?
I'm playing it on the Spectacular this week, but I haven't played it before.
I feel like if
So
I
I'll
didn't
update you.
I feel like if I didn't put this on this list, I would get tons of hate because I really liked it.
Yeah.
No, I would hate on myself. I really enjoyed Earth. It is engine building. You've got all these different cards that you're building. You're building like a 12 card grid on the side, and as I pick an action, I get like the higher benefit of it, and then everybody else gets to take the same action at a lower benefit.
Okay.
Right.
And then everything that is the same color as that action, I can do everything on my cards as that same color.
That's cool.
And then on your turn, you pick like the green action.
Of course I would.
You get the nice awesome thing and all your cards. I get the lower thing, and I still get all the green stuff on my list.
Right?
So you
That's
still get
cool.
tons, and so it's very engine building. There's a lot of like, hey, I do this one thing, and then I can do all this other stuff, which is a lot of fun. And I think that it's pretty. It was on my most anticipated games for this year, and I think that it's definitely like succeeded and met my
It's way
expectations.
up there. It
yeah.
didn't just like make your list. It
No,
almost
yeah,
made
I gave it a
number 1 on your
9.
list.
It exceeded your list.
And I gave it a 9, and I was like low score because
You
other
were.
people get 9.5s and 10s.
You
So
were
I can't
I
wait.
was
Club.
I was the hater in the club.
Yes.
Giving it a 9.
It is a good one.
Gonna hate.
Yeah, the artwork on that. All right.
It's a good one.
It's a good
All
one.
right, my number 2 is a crossover with Wendy.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Terraforming
I get all the
Mars.
crossroads.
It is not Terraforming
What
Mars
is that?
on this list. On another list, we would have matched up perfectly. But on this list, it is Meadow. And look, the box is right for mine.
Oh, see, there you go.
She
You
got
don't
the
know
right
it.
box.
Yeah.
The
Wendy.
otter's cuter, but that's still very cute.
Did you ask Chat GPT for your box? Is that what you did? Is that
Yeah,
what
what happens there? I didn't do the box. She didn't either.
ChatGPT says that I'm a game designer.
You guys didn't do your box? Mike maybe do my boxes.
Oh, she probably did hers. Brian did it for me.
What is that? Is that a box?
It's a, the cute
That's a
little
cat.
thing that
That's
goes.
a cat.
I would say it's
No, it's the thing that gets in people's pipes when they have them as pets, right?
Oh, a ferret?
I don't know. Am I lying? Is it a ferret?
I thought it was a fox. I thought it was a
thing
big
in
fox.
Conan the Barbarian?
a weasel?
A weasel.
A weasel.
Does it go pop? I'm
Oh,
not sure.
I knew a lady that had a weasel, and her weasel would chase me, and I hated it. Bothered me.
Was it a
It
weasel?
was super hyper.
Okay, maybe.
Maybe.
Ferret. No,
A
it's not
ferret,
I don't think
maybe.
it's a ferret.
I'm not
think it's a
sure.
weasel.
No,
But
okay.
anyway, what I like about it is very similar to what Wendy likes about it. You've got these decks of cards, like I believe north-south, and
In
you
different
play
directions.
in different directions, and you get to choose which card you're going to take,
Cheetah.
and it's great. It's
what
not a
it's a
cheetah.
cheetah.
Somebody just said it wasn't a cheetah.
The internet is like, how's this animal?
Oh, we're talking
Fight
about
over
this
it.
one. Yes, this one's
Yeah.
definitely a cheetah. But yeah, Meadow's a great game, and you really should play it.
I know. I want to do this week, but yeah. So
We should have had a nature week last week so that we
We
could all
should
have
have.
all crossovers
Or
and everything.
Yeah,
we
we
could
should
have
have played
called
them
it
all
a
together.
nature game week, then I would have shown up. You have a nature week at work. I'm like, I'm really sick. All right, so my number 2 is a crossover with. I think it's just with Karla. I don't think it's a bit on your list.
Oh.
Has it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It is. I forgot. It is Wingspan.
I just told you I don't
Good
like the
game.
game. There's no way it would be on my
Definitely
list.
not.
It's not on Wendy's list. I keep forgetting you hate birds.
Remember all the games that you don't play with me.
I think that's why Brian doesn't like it.
I
'cause he
don't
also
hate
hates them.
birds. I had canaries and
Pigeons?
Just the one when you were
Cockatiels?
walking into the
Cockadoodle-doo.
store.
What are the little ones?
Pigeons, cockatoos.
No, the like
Parakeets?
Playing cards.
parakeets.
Oh, the parakeets.
I
got an
canaries
animal
and
right
parakeets
for
when I was a
once.
kid.
Yes. Well, I have a bird in my house. You
do have a
hate
bird
my
now.
bird too, don't you?
Oh, you love
liked your
magic.
bird.
No, he's a
Except your
parrot.
bird was really
Okay.
loud.
I do parrot magic. My bird is really
Your
loud.
bird always scared me.
So he screams and he talks to himself. All right, so this is Wingspan. Like Karla said, she talked about a lot of this. I have not played the app. I heard the app is gorgeous.
Yeah, you should get it.
But this is one of these that, like this and Quacks, I think are the 2 most upgraded games out there. Like Quacks, you always have to upgrade the bits, and you have to be able to reach in and grab those little special little BGG coins or whatever. But this one, you have to upgrade every single thing so that the whole game is just some Frankenstein style thing from everywhere, from Etsy to everything. Because this is so upgraded. I mean, you've got the eggs, you've got the dice tower, you've got the nest, and it's a good looking game.
And just each card is just facts. There's science on each card.
It is, and it's like, yeah, and it's the facts, and it just flows too. And also, it's not overly complicated. That's the thing too. And Wendy is wrong, but
I agree with Joey on this one.
Is really, really good. And she should not be anti-bird. This is great. Oh, quack should be nature. Wait to hear my number one.
Is it though?
There's
no ducks in it.
No, which was really depressing, by the way. I was really waiting for
the other
quacks.
kind of
Every
quacks.
time someone said quacks, I assumed there would be ducks in it.
I've been to Quedlinburg, and there's a lot of quacks.
Yeah? Are you
I
a
kind of
quack?
took off with nowhere to land on that one, didn't I? But yeah, anyway, so that was number 2 is Wingspan, a crossover, but not with Wendy.
Well, I think I win for having the most crossovers, or I lose because I'm the most generic. For being the person that you guys fight the most with about the games on my list, I have the most crossovers.
We're picking on Wendy.
So I
Is this
see
a
how it
crossover?
goes. It is crossover
With who?
Karla.
Oh, look at
And
that.
it's Reef. This is a game that does not. This is my number one. This
I
does
know, I
not
need to
get
play
enough
this.
love. I was like as quiet as I could on your turn because I was like, I like this one a lot. I love the puzzle in Reef. I think the pieces, like I said, I think that it is undervalued because the pieces look like kid toys. Mm-hmm. But this game is such a fun puzzle. So you have a hand of like 3 cards. So you can't have very many cards in hand at once. Maybe it's 5 or something like that. But you are playing a card to put pieces on your board, but then that same card also scores pieces. The little blue part in the bottom scores pieces that you show on your board. But the problem is that the things that you place never have to deal with the scoring. And so you're putting stuff down, trying not to cover up anything that you've already had on your board so that you can score all of the stuff, but you're trying to set up for the future. And I just really love the level of puzzle planning in this game. It's so clean, but because you don't have a bajillion cards, you're not like overwhelmed with choices and decisions and forward planning. But instead you're like, okay, if I put this one down here, that sets me up for this round. I can score this next card twice because of that. And then I play this card and I grab this card and it's just so much fun. I really like
I want to try this one.
So I have a little buddy that I met that she is going to school for coral reef preservation. And it's really fascinating because growing up in the desert, because I'm from Las Vegas, everybody.
We didn't know that. Where are you from again?
Las Vegas.
Somewhere. So because of that, I knew nothing about ocean. I knew nothing about reef life and coral reef and stuff. And it's fascinating the things that they do to preserve coral reef. Did you know that they put tanks in it?
Like
Military tanks.
Military tanks.
Yeah, they
they
completely
sink 'em,
strip
right?
them
Yeah.
and then they sink
I
them.
did know that.
And the coral will grow better because it has something to attach to.
So
like the trees you were talking about earlier, with
Yeah, like the air plants.
we went snorkeling.
Life finds a way.
And to see reefs down there, and I didn't do scuba at that time. So then you could snorkel, and they used to sink boats to give the reefs. And we had a friend who's a lifeguard. He's like, I'm gonna go down and touch that boat. So with snorkeling, he just held his breath, went down, touched the boat. He came back up, and his eye had popped from all the pressure. And there was all this, and I will never forget that. I was 16, and woo!
Never dive when you're snorkeling?
That was
traumatizing.
disgusting. When I say
I
eye
wasn't
popped,
there.
it was there was all this red. He can still see, but he comes back, he's like, I did it.
Thank you for that story.
We're like, oh, it's disgusting. Anyway, that's my reef story. You like it? You want to go touch it now?
His
Still like
eye?
the game?
Thank you.
The guy's
Nah,
eye.
he's fine. He's
Can you
fine.
see now?
He
It's probably
sucked
just
it up.
really bloodshot, right?
It was bloodshot.
And then he was
Okay.
Hey,
probably
when it was
fine.
16, it popped. That's what it looked like. So it was very gross.
That's
But
horrifying.
it
So
is.
what I was saying about
It's a
coral
movie.
reefs is that they're a positive thing, and they usually
They
don't
are.
make people go blind.
But it's interesting that they do. I didn't know they use tanks though to put actual
Yeah.
military, which I guess makes sense.
They're like,
to
what are we
them.
gonna do with these old things?
They've tried a lot of different
that makes
types
sense.
of metal and things, and they realize that something that's really heavy stays put and doesn't move with the currents.
That's
and so that's why
interesting.
tanks are ideal. Whereas I think they tried subway cars, but they rolled too easily in the currents.
I
Hey,
guess
that
the
makes a lot
weight.
of sense.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes
Interesting
sense.
stuff. Things I
Interesting.
learned from random people that I meet.
I do have to play this game. Everybody loves it. You guys both have put it on your list, so.
Yep,
Good.
it's great. And it made #1 for Wendy.
Yeah.
All right, so they're telling me the animal is an emime
The
on
one
the front
on
of
Meadow?
Meadow, yeah. And they say that is also a stoat. So
Emu.
An M&M?
Also called stoat.
Yeah,
Short-tailed
It's an
weasel.
M&M animal.
it's the new
Bonaparte weasel.
mascot.
Bonaparte weasel, capitalized. That's a bit on the nose. That was poor Napoleon.
All right, so my number one is very unsurprising. It is definitely a crossover with Wendy and Joey.
What? I feel the love now.
It involves animals, obviously, and zoos. It is Ark Nova.
Ark Nova, good. Oh.
Looky
Oh,
there.
we all get to be in the Ark Nova Club.
This is good.
I don't understand why you people didn't love it the first time you played it. Like, I played this game and it was magic. Like, not
Yeah?
like magic, because I
How
like
many
magic.
did you play it with?
But
I've
Toku
only
was
ever
magic.
played it 2, and I don't think I
There
would
we
want
go.
to play it
Okay,
with
yeah,
more than
that's
2.
why. I played it at
That's
4.
why.
And I think that was the thing, is I think I played it live first. Was my
Yes.
very first experience.
You
And so,
played this live?
Yeah,
Learn it live?
yeah.
Yikes.
But it's super fun. I don't know what else to say that hasn't already been said. It's beautiful. The art is great. There's all kind of different types of animals on the cards. If you like Wingspan, I feel like you'd like this if you're into animals. So it's
I
pretty
do,
cool.
yeah, it looks really
What
good.
I don't necessarily super love about it, and I still love this game, is the scoring. You eventually, like, your one token starts here, your one token starts here, they meet in the middle, and when anybody's crosses, then you score. So some people might end up with negative points even though they worked their whole game to get points. So
Have you talked to
Oh,
my
see, I
wife
like
about
that little
this?
score tracky thing.
That is my wife's number one thing why she does not want to play this game.
Really?
She loves the game, but
Yeah.
she hates playing for 2 hours, then having a negative score at the
yeah,
end.
even though you
She's-
worked really hard for it.
And we met with another designer who's designed another game that has a similar mechanic as the Crossing, but he's
Was it
changing.
Raja's? Oh, no, it's a future game?
Future game, yes.
Oh, okay.
He changed it to where it's exact same mechanic, but you both have a positive score.
That's good, 'cause-
And it's
yeah.
just something mentally that does it. You feel better.
It's demoralizing.
That's a good word. It's demoralizing when you actually do cross and you're like,
Because you've been earning points the whole
Right.
game, but then they don't matter in the end because you're still in the negative.
and I agree.
That's interesting because I never think of the points in a positive or negative way. I think of it more as a distance thing.
Yeah, and I guess you
And
still.
so I don't know. I don't have that effect.
It's weird. You do still finish first, second, third, and fourth.
Right.
But,
So, I mean, yeah.
but I guess I'm the same way, and Alex is even more. Just mentally, it's like, why really? Yeah, it's frustrating.
Have you played Rajas of the Ganges?
But it's a
No, I want to.
fantastic game.
Okay.
It is really good. Yeah.
My
So
number
Rogers
one.
is good. You said.
It does the same thing. It was the first time that I saw the crossing.
I've only played that
Victory
once,
points.
and it was on Dice Tower Cruise a few years ago.
Yeah.
But I remember liking it, but I didn't remember that about it.
Not as naturey, that's
No.
for sure.
All right. So my number one nature game is olives. Just kidding. That is not olives. This is a game that I love. It's actually a crossover with Wendy, and I don't think you have played it. But this is a game I
Gee, I wonder what it is.
I probably taught 30 times at Dice Tower West because it's such an easy teach. You can just roll right into it, and it is.
Is it the dinosaur game?
It is not.
No.
It is.
It is.
I know what it is.
It is Earth.
Oh, it is Earth.
And it is this
I
one.
forgot that you played this before West.
Yes, I did play it.
I forgot that. I assumed you played it after. Okay.
No. I did play it several times before West, and we actually have a copy now. We actually played it twice over the weekend, and we like to teach people this. I know it's compared a lot to Wingspan. I don't know why. I think it's totally different, but I guess because of simplicity and the nature type thing. But it's a lot of.
There's a
fun.
bird in that one, yeah.
There's a bird. That's why it's
Oh,
compared
it's
to
really
Wingspan. But it's Earth is
Like
just
Hedwig.
the best word I could think about for this is smooth. It's just so smooth. And it's the way all the rules come together, the way you can build your trees up, and you can focus on trees, you can focus on flora, you can focus on your different in-game things in the center, and also your
Yeah.
personal goals. Now, the one downside is about this is there's a lot going on. I mean, you will eventually give up on certain goals because you're like, I can't get
do
all
it
of
all.
this, you know. And then when you compost from your hands, is where you get rid of cards, right? And I'll tell you what, I don't suffer from AP a lot, but on that, it's rough because you have to get rid of it from your hand. You're like, man.
But you also get so many
You do.
that I'm like, okay, these I always keep in my right hand side of things. Like these are cards I care about. These are cards I don't care about.
But see, I start doing that at the end of the game.
I can't wait to play this.
It's really, really good. It has the one thing that I think every game that's in my top 20 or 30 games has. It feels like it ends too soon. Because any game that feels like it ends too soon, I think that's a huge positive. Because every time you're getting it and then you're like, oh no, they're about to finish. And then you're like, and you start to have that freak out. You start to put them out. So this lives up to the hype. So if you haven't played, you need to.
Me, and I'm going to Thursday.
Yes.
Here.
Yes. So this is Earth, and I think they just reprinted it. It's now available, right? Or at least you
Yay.
But it's really good. And look at that picture too. That's gorgeous.
It's really
that
pretty.
place has been terraformed to perfection.
Does it look magical?
It
I
does.
feel like that there would be
does.
forest spirits or
Yeah,
mountain
I think
spirits
you're right. There probably are.
It looks
not
really
spirits.
magical.
Those aren't terraformed.
Well, thanks so much for joining us today for this awesome top 10 nature list. Did you guys have fun?
It was good. It was
Yeah,
good.
I had a
Very
good time.
naturey.
I think every
Most of us
game was
kept the theme.
100% approved by me.
Yeah.
So I think I
Yep.
accept all submissions.
You're so generous with your approval.
I know, right? It's great. Don't forget to get your Dice Tower East tickets if you haven't gotten those yet, or look into it if you're curious as well. And we have tons of more spectacular stuff. This is our last video for the day, right, Roy?
Is it?
Yes.
Final video for today, but we'll be back tomorrow. There's going to be another top 10 tomorrow and another one Thursday. So we've got lots of fun stuff, lots of games to play. Thanks for
Lot of
joining us.
stuff.
Yep. Once again, my name's Wendy Yee.
I am Karla Drake.
I'm Joey Evans.
Thanks for joining us today, and have fun in nature, or at least
Terraforming.
playing
Or looking
games
at
about
it.
them.
Yes.